Hi friends, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to be doing a challenge to see if I can build an agent using Lindy.ai in 20 minutes or less. I want to do a 20-minute challenge to see if Lindy.ai can build me a personal agent that will research the latest trends in lingo, in slang, movies, fashion, and so on that can help me as a parent. I don't have a TikTok. I don't have anything like that. I'm pretty busy myself. So I want something that's a Reader's Digest that will go in every week and give me a download of the latest movies, latest fashion, latest memes, music, and so on. So let's see. All right, so I'm on Lindy.ai. I'm in my workspace right now. I'm going to go ahead and build an agent. I saw this video that they came out with Lindy.ai 3.0, and we can just prompt it to say what we want. So here's our prompt. I'm going to go ahead and paste it. So we're saying that this is an expert parent culture trend research agent, and the mission is to automatically research, analyze, and compile a weekly digest for parents focused on cultural trends that influence children and teens. Your research developments for movies, TV, streaming music, and so on and so on. So we're going to go ahead and prompt it, and let's see what happens. All right, so it's thinking right now. I'll help you create. So we prompted it, and now it's saying that it will help us create the research trends agents. And we're going to go ahead and click build agent and see what happens. And by the way, I turned on, I think it's called Scribe. So if you want the full guide for this, I'll make it available for you in the video. So now it's chatting with us. So I've used make.com before in Zapier. So I'm going to move my face right here. So this looks like vibe coding. Let's say. So it looks like it's vibe coding right here. Just like if you've tried vibe coding with bolt.new or Replit and so on, you get this agent where it's talking to you. So it's saying that I can see you want to create an expert parent cultural agent and so on. And it's asking for specific information. What specific would you like the agents to monitor new sites? So I'm just going to start to type it. So number one, actually, you know what? We can use our microphone. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and allow this time. All right. So we're using our microphone. Number one, I'm not really sure, but which one? So it looks like the microphone is glitchy. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. I don't like it. So I do have this on my Mac. Okay, so for number one, I don't know which platform to use. So please go ahead and give me your best recommendation. For number two, how I would like to receive the weekly digest. For now, let's go ahead for this demonstration purpose, just send it to my Gmail. Or you can send it. Actually, let's go ahead and connect it to my Slack. Let's try that. And then for age groups, are there specific age group ranges you want to focus on? So let's focus on elementary and also middle school. And maybe high school also. Let's do that. So I use MacBook's ability to talk. I didn't like the Lindy one. It seems pretty glitchy. All right, so now it's doing that. So we're going to connect it to my Slack. My wife and I, we started a Slack to manage our activities this fall, our calendar, so on with our kids. So we're going to do that there. So, all right. So I'll help you create the cultural trends based on your requirements. Let me recommend the best approach. So it's saying that I recommend using web scraping. Okay. Connecting stacks is a great choice for regular updates. Okay. And then schedule weekly trigger. Yes. Let's see. Popular music trends, fashion. Also, we want to do latest link. Okay, so for number one, let's do a weekly scheduled trigger. I would say I would like to get it Sunday evening so that it'll be ready Monday morning when I want to read it. In terms of cultural trends, everything looks good. I do want to know the latest slang. Okay, I see that you put the latest slang and memes, so that's good. And everything else looks good. Okay. So we're 4 minutes into this video. So the agent is starting to build it. So let's see what's going to happen next. All right, so we're seeing some messages here. So looks like it's getting the updated agent name, updated instructions. This one, I'm not really sure what this means, getting actions. So I wish Lindy would actually give us more information, like what this X means, like why didn't happen. So I'm not really sure. Maybe there's YouTube tutorials about this. I'm not sure. You could research yourself, and that's something I want to know also. So if you know why that's happening, drop. Okay, so it's doing the agent's cooking right now. One thing I was thinking about is when you're vibe coding, you want to create like a PRD, product requirements document. I wonder if that's something that will be helpful when we're working with Mint Builder. All right, so let's just take a moment here. All right, so while we wait for this one, I do want to show something here. So the first time I started messing around with agent, I was building a newsletter agent for my internal audit team, and I use vibe coding in Replit to build it. So this is me using Replit. There's different modules in Python that was doing all the scraping, the formatting and all that. But now with Lindy, what I really like about this and what I'm hoping to show in this video is that for non-technical person, this is something that you can do. This is something that you can use to help you improve your life. So, okay, so right here, I'll stop talking right here. So it's saying perfect, your expert is now complete and ready to go. So it did it already. So if you look here, so let's click this right here. So it looks like it's supposed to run at 6 o'clock every Sunday. And then it's going to do some research right here. It's doing web browser. It should use Perplexity. It's analyzing, compiling, and sends a weekly digest. Let me ask, it's using Claude Sonnet to do that. And it's using Google. Let me just ask the agent, can we use Perplexity instead? Searching thoughts. And then close that. But saying that it's excellent choice. Provide more comprehensive AI powered. That's from experience, vibe coding for about a few months now, just knowing that Perplexity might be a better choice. Lesson here, one takeaway here is that the agent is great. It started building I think it calls it the agent graph, this thing. Started putting this and it looks like there's some loops happening here. It looks like this is let AI decide what to do. It's doing that, and then it will do the weekly digest. But it may or may not have the best solutions. Here, what we're seeing here, using Perplexity, looking at entertainment trends, music, social media, and slang, fashion, and so on. All right, and then essentially updated your current cultural trends. To use Perplexity is a basic AI powered, provides more comprehensive, so on and so on. Okay. Let's go ahead and test this. Okay, another thing that I didn't see is that it didn't ask me where to put it, which Slack to put it, right? But if I go to this one, oh, it's actually connected already. It's connecting it. I was doing this bootcamp, it's connecting it to one of my Slacks. I want it to connect to my personal one. Let me go ahead and change that. Let's see, that's not the one that I want. Vibe coding, this is the one for me and my wife. I'm going to go ahead and allow it. And then I need to create a channel. It looks like this is the format it's going to have. And then, but icon emoji, URL, send from user account. I'm not seeing the part where, which channel to put it. Let's see. That AI message. Let's see. So what I'm not seeing here is to actually, is where it's going to be posting. So that's the one I'm not seeing. So let's just go ahead and test it and see what happens. And then we can configure it. Okay, so we're 9 minutes in, so it's doing this pretty quickly. Again, like we're scheduling this. So this is something that we're building into our personal workflow. So for me, again, with kids, schedule and things like that, I want to leverage AI. I want to leverage technology to automate some parts of the things that I think will help me to be a better dad, to be a better husband. So this is one thing to get a pulse on what's happening culture. All right. So let's see what's happening here. All right. So it's doing some stuff here. All right. So it's doing some stuff. So now it looks like it's sending a direct message. So let's go ahead and go to Slack. I'm going to open it up, see what's going on here. My wife sent me a message. Oh no, she accepted the invitation. So let's see what's happening to here. It looks like there's an API error. Users not found. Okay. I wasn't able to send weekly. All right, so let's go ahead because the user email that could not be found. Got it. Okay, so we need to do that. So, okay, so this is the user's email. Got it. So the email that I have here, so I need to change this one. So there was an issue with the email because my other Slack, it's using another email. So now that I just changed the email address, let's see if it'll work again. So I'll try sending the Slack with the weekly parent culture trends digest. Okay. So it's doing that. So let's see what's going on. Another thing I was thinking about, because it's using my email, right? Maybe I should create another account here for my wife and I, like a bot account. So that's something that I could probably take a look at later on. So All right, so there's an activity here. So there's the Slack bot, boom, right there. So in less than 20 minutes, we were actually able to create an agent using Lindy AI 3.0 to go out there in the internet and check to see what's going on. Like, what is the latest trend out there that can help me and my wife to be better parents to our kids? So if we can see here, just looking at it real quickly, if we can open it, there's a message here. So it's saying that looks like for elementary 4 to 10, Paddington and Peru, Paw Patrol still dominates. Oh, let's see. Another thing too is that we want to make sure that, let's see what our prompt is here, right? So we want to make sure that it's during the week. So I'm going to say everything looks our research time scope is in current. All right. So I'm just going to say like, hey, so now we're tweaking the agent. So again, we still have about 6 minutes in our 20-minute challenge. So now it's doing the condition to make sure that the research is, we might have to check the perplexity to make sure that's right. Okay, so it looks like it's doing some stuff here. Let's see. Okay, so this is 2025. All right, so okay, I think you need to, so we need to go back to this one. All right, so oops, so we go test. I think you need to, okay, we need to update the perplexity time period for all of the nodes that are doing the research to make sure that it's within the current week and not anything older than that. So we need the current week's trend. It looks like it's doing it's sending the weekly digest again, right? So it looks like it's still doing that. So the parameters, I think we might have to do it. So I think if we do it here, it's only updating. It doesn't look like it was updating this. It didn't look like update this. So I'm going to say, okay, everything looks good. The only thing is we want to make sure that we're researching on the latest trend for the current week. So there's a weekly newsletter. So we want to know the latest trend from the past 5 to 7 days, right? So now it's doing that. That's updating the agent graph. So it looks like from here, this is a little bit confusing because there's 2 chat windows. There's this one on the left-hand side, right? And there's also this one. If we go to this side, if we'll do that. So it looks like it wasn't doing that. So now it did it right here. So when we started talking to, so it looks like we need to do it here. If we want to make changes, we want to go to agent builder and not on the test one. So now I think test one is if we're testing something. So like, for example, like this one, when it failed with the Slack, we were able to fix it in the test chat. If you want to build something on the agent, if you want to fix something on the agent, you have to do it here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and run the test again. Looks like it's testing again. All right, so let's see what's happening. Run test. All right, so it looks like it's doing the test right now. It's doing a search in Perplexity. And let's see what happens next. So we have about less than 3 minutes to finish our challenge. But so far, so good. I would say we're about 95% done. The one thing I do want to add is I want to, instead of a DM, because the DM, I don't think my wife would see this. I'm not sure. I think she will because it goes on the Slack bot right here. But I want to be able to put it in a channel. So we might have to update to the professional one so we can actually see more history. So this is really good. All right, so let's go back to this one. So again, like I said, when I first started doing the agent like this, right, I vibe coded it, but it's pretty complex. But this one, now you can just chat with it and it will do what you need it to do. So it's really cool. All right, so it's sending a direct message. We'll go check it out. Okay, so it looks like there's a typo here. So we need to check the email. So let's go to this one and let's go to, I have to edit this one right here. So email. All right. So let me go ahead and say, please send. And so let's try sending it. And by the way, again, I'm super new to Lindy, but these are the tokens. So it looks like it gives us some test credits. I'm not sure what the starting credits are, but it looks like we don't have to use our credits from account, which is nice because we're still building this. So it's not using our personal credits. It's using some sort of test credits, which is really, really nice, I think. And then it says that after we exceed the test credits, then we have to use the credits on our account. So Yeah, I'm not sure what the limit are. So, all right. So now we're here. We got the email. Looks like we got Lindy connected here. Awesome. And then we got the Slack bot here. So let's see which one's the latest. So 6. So it looks like the latest would be down here. 6:43. So Wednesday, so it looks like for entertainment, we got Wednesday season 2 dropped on this dominate tween and teen conversations. Also launched Elephant. Okay. Minions return to Netflix August 1st. Trending tracks, Die with a Smile. My daughters have been singing that song. It's viral on TikTok. Looks like there's this one. Again, I'm not pretty up to date what's going on. TikTok trends, Sing Slap Squad, group dancing, couples running challenge, fresh slang, gat. Okay, you can make fun of me. Aura, someone's vibe. I'm not even trying to pronounce that. Okay, the de-influencing movement on Instagram is actually positive. He's questioning overhyped products. All right. Fashion style, boho vibes with organic fabrics. Okay. Comfort meets streetwear, thrifted vintage pieces. Okay. High school, 2000 like continues wide. Yeah, I remember wearing those jeans. Parenting insights, sent okay. Tech like Gizmo 3, culture exploring through K-pop. Key takeaways prepared. So as a key takeaway, watch together. Use Wednesday conversation starter. Stay informed, not invasive. Learn the slang, but don't try to use it. I just try to do that right now. Oh my gosh. All right. Support positive trends. So quick alert. Edging videos are designed to provoke reaction. Worth monitoring. So what I would like to build is some sort of chat bot, right? So this is good, but I want to be able to have another agent where I can actually take this and be able to engage. I know I can just copy to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to, hey, can you tell me more information about this, right? So this is a good step for parents getting what I want to help me better parent our kids, to help me and my wife better parent our kids. And then we can take this, pop it in ChatGPT and have conversation with ChatGPT to learn more about this, right? So I think overall, this is good. I think we met a challenge. I know we're a little bit over 22 minutes. One thing I do want is I want to be able to put this on a channel. So let's just prompt it real quickly, and then I'm going to close it from here. So thanks. Looks really great. Is there a way, I'm going to say, is there a way for you to post in a channel instead of a DM in Slack? So we're going to try to do this one change, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so again, the agent, I haven't touched any of these configurations. You know, when we look at this one, it's selected, well, we selected Perplexity, and then the query, it did that. That's something we have control over. As you saw in the Slack, I had some error because it was using a connection I had, but I was able to override it. So really, really promising. Okay, so now it's gonna, again, so let's see what's gonna happen here. So update a per queue. So it looks like set posted parenting trend channel. You can change the channel. So now it looks like it created an own channel, did it? Okay, so there's no parenting trend channel. So let's see if we will do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and run tests and see if that will work. So I'm assuming that it's like it's like a hallucination for the agent. That it's running the test right now because it's saying that now it uses send channel message instead of send direct. So it looks like it changed the tool that the agent's using. It's using send channel message instead of sending a direct message, and it's posting it to parenting trends, which if we look at our Slack, that's something that we don't have. So again, I'm not sure if that's something that it will create or if it's hallucinating. So let's see. All right. So now it's going through the conditions. It's going to send the message now. It's still saying send direct message. So I'm not really sure if it did that. We can open it up later, or let's see what happens. All right. So again, for some reason, direct message again, doing that. I'm not sure why it's not saving. Fixed that earlier. I think we need to do, I think it's probably because it's doing the AI. So we're going to do it manually. All right. So let's go back to test again. So let's see what's doing. I just get post. So we're telling it to post, not direct message. If you can hear in the background, that's my daughter. She's singing as a song. So as you can see here, I don't have a screenshot, but that was my credits before this. Okay, so it looks like you sent it again as a direct message, but that's not all we want, right? We want it to post. So it's sending it. So I'm going to say, hey, I ran the test and it sent a direct message instead of posting it in a channel. Could you please fix? All right, so we're going to try to fix it, but if not, it's okay because again, we're over time. This is something too that I want to respect. As I'm doing this, I want to make sure that it doesn't cut into family time. Although this is fun, hope this is valuable to you, learning, and I'm hoping that this will help me in my parenting. But at the same time, we don't want this to time suck what we're trying to do. So this is one thing, again, with vibe coding, or I think we can call this vibe agent building. There's this risk of hallucination. If we look at here, right? So it's saying that it fixed the issue, was indeed configured to, but now updated to properly. So it's not doing that, right? So if we go back to, let me close this one. If we go back to this, it's not doing that. It's not doing that. So I'm just gonna. So this is something that we learned from vibe coding. You wanna show and tell. Okay, so please look at attach and see to fix it as giving it a visual of what I'm seeing and saying that it's still configured to send direct message. So the issues that the last is still sending direct message instead of, so let's see if it's going to try to fix it. If it doesn't, I'm going to just stop right here because for this video, for this demonstration, I think it's good enough. I think there is an option to email Lindy. So this might be a perfect opportunity to do that. So it's saying it did that. I'm just going to be a little bit mean to it. I'm just going to say you're hallucinating and it's pretty frustrating. And so if we put something like this, I think it'll trigger something. So let's see. Third time, right? So I think that's the rule here with vibe code. You want to try to have the agent fix it 3 times. And if it cannot fix it, you can go to Claude or you can go to ChatGPT and try to do it. So it looks like it's going to try to do that. I doubt it will fix it. It does have some limitation. So it looks like it's having technical difficulties. Let me recommend that you manually update. So it's saying that we manually update. So we can try to do that. Final step. Okay, so click on send weekly digest to Slack and then change the action to send channel message. All right, so let's click this one. All right, so it's going to say change the action. So here's another thing too. So user, I see message, I see emoji, I see icon, and there's no action. So that's another thing too. It's like it's doing its best to recommend something, but it's not. I'm not seeing this. I'm saying I'm not seeing that option. So it's saying click on the change the action. So I'm not seeing the action here. Set all. The action drop down. Where's the action drop down? There's no action drop. So this is the part where I would say, can this? See, that's the thing here. So again, I do have some experience. Again, at make.com, right? So this is a send direct message right here. It's hallucinating. But overall, this is good. I'm just going to say you're recommending the wrong advice, right? Recommending wrong this module. So I know that there's another Slack. So I bet you if I go to this and I say add action, and if I go to Slack, there's going to be that says there's a created channel, right? And also I would say, I think there's one here that would say send channel message. So that's the one. So the channel needs to be created and then also send the channel message, right? So anyway, I think overall I would give it like, I don't know, 6, 7 out of 10. I know that's kind of harsh. It's a good start. I would say 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, but it's just, this is frustrating, right? If you're new and I'm saying that, hey, non-technical users can use this, if you don't have that experience, right? Like, how would you know, right? So it's saying the manual fix it will fix it, and that's not true. So Lindy customer service, if you're seeing this, hopefully that this is something that you guys will fix. But I think the Lindy 3.0 overall, it's great. But I think this is one of the reasons I think that we should continue to learn how this whole agent works and not just rely on vibe coding or even vibe agent building. So I think we still need to learn the foundations, the technology around it, the methodology, the techniques, and continue educating ourselves and not fully rely on AI. So hopefully you find this helpful, and hopefully this is something that will be helpful for your daily workflow in your family.